Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make a coin bank out of a tissue box. This is a tea box. You can also use a tissue box, obviously. If you have this smallish size box, I have just like a Tazo Darjeeling business. If it's a flap, that's great, because then you can reuse it. But also, if it doesn't have a flap, you can cut a hole in the bottom of it if you want. And you can cut a hole in the bottom of it, and you can, okay, let me just explain this a better way. You can cut 3 slits, one there, one there. Okay, it's hard to explain. Cut 3 slits, one, and then you cover that part in tape, but you make sure you don't tape it down. And then later, after you've covered the rest in tape, you can just take a little piece of tape and tape it close. Okay. I'm going to be doing mine this way because my flap should be on the bottom now. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to obviously take some tape. I'm going to use some purple because I like the color purple and I have a lot of purple. And you're going to cover it. Make sure that if you have a flap part, that you open that up or something before you start. So you make sure you don't cover that. So, you're going to take a piece of tape. And you might want to measure the dimensions of your box so that you can know how long the tape should be. Now, I'm going to measure the dimensions before I start because it would not be a good idea if I didn't. Another thing you can do is just lay your strip of tape down. I'm going to do the sides first and just measure how much tape you need for the sides. So I'm going to start with that. And just keep on doing that. And I'm going to leave a little bit at the end so it can just come back around. I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut it. If you use a cutting knife, mat, you can use a macro knife. If you don't, you can just use scissors, but your scissors get sticky and gross. So that's why I got one of these self-healing mats. Okay, now that I have that done, you can just gonna take it and close it. And let's see. Where was my flap again? So make sure you don't cover up your flap for this part. And you're just gonna take one of your pieces of tape. You can cut more than one at once. And just down like that. Make sure it's straight. If it's not straight, you can peel up one part. I'm just going to wrap it around nicely. See how it's sort of like that? I can just take a different piece of tape later and sort of fix that. Or I can just undo it. Make sure that I am going like that. I can cut a little slit later. Sorry, it's taking me a while to cover this because I haven't done this before, but I know how to do it. Okay. Now you're going to take another piece of tape, same length. You can just do the same thing you did before. See? I always give a little extra room so that I know it definitely won't get all the way around. Sorry, this mat is moving around. I don't have anything really heavy on it to keep it down. So, oops. Just gonna wrap it around again. Try to get it as straight as possible. As tight as possible. See, I've got that done now. So now I have the top and the bottom to do. You can also use this side as the top, and so you can just open that up when you want to get to your money. I think I might be doing that. You don't have to, but no, actually I'll do it this way. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take a few strips of tape about the length of your bottom little flap if you have one, and you're going to cover it, and I'll show you how to do that. I just need to, okay, my chair is uncomfortable. Just like a screw or something like under the chair. It was like, ugh. Sorry, I'm gonna like move this up a little bit so you can see better. So mine is that length. You're gonna take a bit more than the length of your box, or the length of your bottom flap, and you're gonna cut it off. Now you're gonna take your bottom flap, and you're going to put tape about like that. See how I have that? I can always cover up later if I want. So that's a good thing. And now you're going to fold it around. Gives it a more finished look on the bottom. And then you're going to do that with the 2-bit. And the next part you're probably going to want to have the entire thing. Sorry. No, I'm gonna just. So you're just gonna get it as clean looking as you can. Sorry, my computer just started off. Okay. And now you're going to make sure you can fold it. And you don't have to really cover these parts unless you want to. And then you have that. Now if you want, you can go over the edges, and I'll show you how to do that. I haven't done the top of the box yet, so I should do the top before I do the edges. So, how to do the top? You just do the same thing you did, except with the top. I probably should have done the top before I did the sides, but I do not follow the rules, so there you go. Take 2 pieces of tape, bigger than the top, so I can pull it down a little bit. Just take that and it will cover, trim. Okay, in order to cover like this part, if there's a little showing, you just start like on the side. And if you want, you can just like snip off these little bits that will probably be left over. I don't have my scissors with me right now, so I'll just take that off later. Okay, and then you take and you do this again. Now, if you want, you can use more than one color, and I'm probably going to do that. So, this is how you do. You take your other color, I'm going to use yellow because I like yellow too. And you take a strip and sorry, I'm speaking more quietly. Now, this strip is going to be, sorry, my door's open, so my nose is sort of, this is going to be pretty long tutorial, honestly. So you take this strip, and you're going to do the same thing you did earlier with measuring like that. So, I'm going to do this. And I need a bit more. I'm just gonna... Okay, the next thing you're gonna do is cut it down the middle. And I just have a line here, so I'm gonna follow the line. My cut isn't gonna be completely straight, but I don't care. Okay, now you're going to take one of these strips. Boom. So you have two pretty thin strips. They're about an inch each. And you're just going to take it and turn it like that. Take your tape, and you're just going to sort of wrap it around the top. As straight as you can make it. So, that's what the top looks like for mine. I'm also going to do this on the bottom. I'm going to open it before I do that, so that this definitely doesn't stick the bottom. Okay. So, sorry, it's taking me a little while. I'm just making it good. You can take as long as you like. You can just pause it. And see how it's sort of like that? I don't really care about that, but if you do, you can just trim. So, now I have a box. Cute little box. I'm going to put this side against the wall because I don't want that to be visible. So you have a box. You're going to take like a quarter or like the biggest coin you have. You know? Okay. I'm going to find a quarter in here. Don't know if I can find a quarter in here. Oh, there we go. Just grab that. And you want to make sure that the quarter fits into the hole you make. Now you can use an X-Acto knife or you can stab it with scissors, you know. And put it in the middle. And you can also just leave your little top thing. Sorry, it's a little bit this way. So you can keep your top thing on if you want. You can do it like that, so that your coin just like, and it sort of closes up again. And if you want, you can also take dollars. You can fold it like that and make sure that those fit. And if I do, then whoops, I forgot to tape it on the sides. So, you have a lot of room in there for money. See? Anyway, I'm going to take those two things out. So, when you take them down, you're going to want to make sure that those always and that these stay there. So, you can take like little stickers if you want, or like little strips, but I'm just going to take a few strips. This has gone on for 15 minutes, I'm sorry, but if you like this idea, then and take a few strips. They can be of the length of your choice. I'm picking 3. I'm going to take each of your strips and take it down. See, this is my bottom, so I don't care what shows up on there. Take that and that is awesome. So now I have just this little box. See how it's taped like that. You now have your coin box. You can make the hole in the top as big as you want. You can just completely cut it out. I'm going to do that. And now I can rattle it around and nothing falls out. So, and if you have this little flap, then you can easily, since it's duct tape on duct tape, just unpeel it on all the sides. So, that is the end of this tutorial. Tell me what you think. I'm only doing this because it doesn't hurt my business at all. And I thought this was something that you guys might like. You can do this with normal type of duct tape, like any type of duct tape you want. That's all. It has gone on for a long time. But this is a tutorial. Tutorials usually go on this long. I'm sorry it took me a while to like do the wraps around, but if you want, and you can also just like draw on little designs and stuff, whatever you want to do. And that was that. Goodbye. I hope you like this video.